Have you ever picked up your phone, opened a chat with that special person, but simply didn't know what to write? Or worse, sent a message that was ignored or didn't make the impact you were hoping for? It's frustrating, isn't it? After all, words have power, and when used strategically, they can open doors to real and meaningful connections. Today, you'll discover 10 simple but extremely effective texts to win the heart of a confident woman, authentically and securely. These texts aren't about tricks or magic formulas. They're based on principles of genuine communication that showcase your value and create real impact. The fear of making mistakes when starting a conversation, or the feeling that you have nothing interesting to say, ends here. This video is designed to help you develop confidence and overcome the insecurity that's holding you back from taking the next step. And the best part, you don't need to be a master with words to apply these tips. Anyone can use these messages to make a great impression and start meaningful conversations. So, if you want to learn how to send messages that grab attention, spark interest, and build connection, keep watching. I'm confident that by the end of this video, you'll have practical tools to transform your interactions, and who knows, take the first step toward a more meaningful relationship. Before we begin, don't forget to like this video, share your experiences in the comments, and subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Now, let's dive into this journey and transform the way you communicate. If you've made it this far, it's because you know that communication is essential for building authentic connections. That's why I want to quickly introduce myself and tell you what you can expect from this video. My goal is to help you feel more confident in your interactions by offering practical insights that truly work. Everything you'll see here today is based on real observations and tested strategies designed to create positive and genuine impact. Why is this important? Because so often, insecurity when starting a conversation makes us miss incredible opportunities. But it doesn't have to be that way. The good news is that with the right messages and a bit of practice, you can transform the fear of texting into confidence to initiate engaging conversations. This video isn't just about winning someone over. It's about learning how to communicate the best version of yourself authentically. And if that sounds like something you need, stick with me, because the next few minutes could change how you relate to people. Now that you know what to expect, let's dive into why so many people struggle to start these conversations and how to overcome that once and for all. Who hasn't felt that nervous excitement when opening a messaging app, trying to find the right words to say? Maybe you've asked yourself, is this message interesting enough? Will I come across as silly or awkward? These doubts are far more common than you might think, and that's what we're going to talk about now. Many people experience insecurity when texting, especially when they're interested in someone. This feeling often stems from negative past experiences, a message left unread, a dry response, or no reply at all. Each of these situations can leave scars that undermine your confidence. There's also a societal pressure to always be funny, intelligent, and interesting. It's as if every message has to be perfect. But the truth is, in trying too hard to impress, it's easy to fall into traps like generic messages, over-the-top compliments, or comments that feel unnecessary. This makes the communication seem forced and, instead of attracting, pushes people away. Another common issue is that in trying so hard to please, we forget the most important thing: being authentic. When you don't express yourself genuinely, your messages might not reflect who you truly are, creating a disconnect with the other person. But don't worry. Insecurity isn't a permanent sentence. It can be addressed and overcome with the right strategies. In this video, I'll show you how simple messages can completely change the course of your conversations. Messages that not only grab attention, but also naturally and effectively show who you really are. If you've ever hesitated to send a message or felt your words didn't have the desired impact, know that this can change. The key to effective communication isn't about impressing the other person, it's about creating a real connection. Now that we understand the problem, it's time to explore the solutions. In the next few minutes, I'll share 10 texts that can transform your conversations and help you win the heart of a confident woman with security and authenticity. Now that we've identified the challenges of insecurity when texting, let's jump straight to the solution. Here are the 10 texts that can transform your interactions and help you create real connections. They're divided into 3 strategic categories: starting the conversation, maintaining interest, and creating a deeper connection. Category 1. Texts to start the conversation. These texts are perfect for breaking the ice and grabbing attention from the start. 1. A curious question. Hey, if you could live anywhere in the world for a year, where would it be? Why it works. Open-ended questions encourage detailed responses, showing that you value her opinion. Plus, creative topics spark interest and curiosity. 2. A specific compliment. I saw your pictures from the beach trip, and they looked amazing. What was the most special moment for you there? Why it works. A compliment that focuses on something specific shows attention to detail and genuine interest. 3. A playful message. Okay, I need your help settling a very serious debate. Is a hot dog a sandwich or not? Why it works. It's light, fun, and sets a friendly tone for the conversation. Category 2. Text to maintain interest. After starting the conversation, the next step is to keep the dialogue flowing and engaging. Reference something she mentioned. You said you love suspense movies. Have you seen that new Netflix release? I'm thinking of watching it. Why it works. Shows you pay attention to what she says and value her interests. 5. Light humor. Okay, I'll admit it. I'm terrible at picking series. Any tips to save my weekend? Why it works. Humor creates a relaxed and comfortable atmosphere. 6. A reflective comment. I read a quote today that made me think, what would you do if you weren't afraid of anything? What's your answer? Why it works encourages deeper conversation without feeling forced, showing you enjoy discussing meaningful topics. Category 3. Texts to create deeper connections. Now it's time to take the conversation to a more meaningful level, exploring values, experiences, and common interests. 7. Empathy in action. I saw something today that reminded me of your love for animals. How's the volunteer work you mentioned going? Why it works. Demonstrates empathy and genuine interest in what's important to her. 8. Reflection on memorable moments. If you could relive any day of your life, what would it be and why? Why it works. Encourages sharing personal stories, fostering a more intimate connection. 9. Shared plans. You always speak so highly of the hikes you go on. I'd love to try one someday. Which spot would you recommend to start? Why it works. Open space for discussing future shared experiences, suggesting compatibility. 10. Complementing her values. One thing I really admire about you is how you're always thinking of others. That's rare these days. Why it works. Recognizing her values creates a genuine connection and shows respect. These texts are designed to make communication easier and help you express your best self without seeming forced or generic. Remember, the most important thing isn't what you say, but how you say it. Use a light, authentic, and respectful tone, and you'll see how these messages can open doors to richer and more meaningful conversations. Throughout this video, we explored the challenges of insecurity when starting conversations and how to overcome them with authentic and effective messages. You now have 10 powerful texts designed to grab attention, maintain interest, and build meaningful connections. These messages aren't just words on a screen. They're tools to help you demonstrate confidence, empathy, and authenticity, qualities that confident women highly value. Remember, the key to making an impact isn't just in what you say, but the intention behind your words. Use these texts as a starting point, but always allow yourself to be genuine and vulnerable in your interactions. That's what truly creates lasting connections. Now it's your turn. Pick one of these messages and put it into practice today. You'll see how small changes can lead to big results. And of course, if you enjoyed this content, don't forget to like, share your favorite message in the comments, and subscribe to the channel for more tips like these. In silence we learn, in wisdom we grow.